Hi, my name is Jim Hopes. I'm 6 feet tall. I'm represented by a Level Talent Group. I'm based in Tampa, Florida, willing to work as a local in Lakeland. So let me give you a picture of my hands. These are the front of my hands here, and then the back of my hands. Here's a left profile, and here's a right profile. You may notice on the right profile, this little issue here. Yesterday, I had a small skin cancer taken off, and you see some stitches there. But my dermatologist says, no problem. The stitches come out on Monday. I should be good to go next week. A little bit of makeup. I should be in pretty good shape. I mean, proof positive that shopping at Publix is such a pleasure that even Frankenstein can do it. Anyway, let me tell you about my two favorite BOGOs. One is I'm a big coffee drinker and I have a Keurig, and so I'm definitely hooked on K-cup coffee. Now, when I go down the coffee aisle, I see that there are different K-cups that are BOGO almost every week when I'm there. And I will tell you that I do switch brands based on which brands are BOGO that particular week. Now, I won't go to any brand just because it's BOGO, but I've got about 4 or 5 different brands for which I have interest, and I always end up buying the BOGO brand. So that's one thing. The other thing is I'm a big believer in Nature Valley, the cereal bars, the oats and honey. That's something I find is on BOGO almost all the time at Publix, which is good because I used to buy the great big boxes at Sam's Club, but there were so many in there they would go stale before I could eat them all. So now I can buy smaller boxes BOGO and have fresh. So works out really well for me at Publix. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I really have spent most of my career in the media space, radio, television, digital. Spent a lot of years on air as a DJ, as a live DJ, then live television, then recorded a lot of videos, hosted a lot of webinars on the web, worked on the digital space. Also had a consulting business, worked in the advertising space as well. Clients were all across the United States and some were international. I've done a lot of speaking all across the US, most major cities, and in New Zealand and Canada and Australia and a few other international destinations. So I've really spent most of my life in front of a microphone, in front of a camera, or in front of an audience, which I'm very comfortable with and love doing. Let me tell you a little bit about what I like about grocery shopping is the challenge. So when I go to Publix, I have this app called Shopping List. I know I probably should be using the Publix app, but I got a shopping list I fell in love with. And so I put all the items in there, and I know now, I've learned where most things are in the store. In fact, I'm pretty sure I can locate about 80%, maybe 85% of what's in a Publix store, certainly the one here in Britain Plaza in South Tampa, where I go all the time. Hey, can I get a rain check for that Heinz ketchup that's out of stock right now? Wonderful. Listen, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, I would appreciate it if you would help me get these to the car. You know, this is a much bigger order than usual. We have all the kids coming over this weekend, so we had to stock up.